they've got their tentacles like all over. Like WWE has people from all over the place, or like promotions all over the place. They've been doing stuff with Bloodsport, which is under the GCW banner, but it's not like they're having people show up randomly at GCW shows. You know what I mean? Bloodsport is a little bit more serious. So far they've only sent women in, as far as I know. They sent in Shayna Baszler last year, and then this year they sent in Natalya. And she's going by Natty Neidhart there, her actual name. They're kind of spreading all over, and they're almost doing like what the NWA used to do. Oh, the champ is coming to town. But WWE's not necessarily doing that. They're not like sending Roman Reigns in to wrestle the top guy in GCW or something. Their talent is like they have the WWE name on it. Like WWE is a big deal. Whether the people on Twitter or X, whatever, can cry about it all they want and pretend like it's not. But WWE as a brand is the wrestling brand across the world. And you can, it's not wrestling, it's sports entertainment. Like, shut up. It's the top wrestling brand in the world, bar none. Like, you can say AEW's right there. AEW's a very distant second. Very distant. To pretend like it's not is stupid. It's not catching up anytime soon. People are just like, the public consciousness is not totally there with AEW, and it's not going to be anytime soon. So WWE they send anybody out there. It can't just be Joe Blow, jobber, whatever. But if they send somebody like Natalya, a legend, they send her out there, and they're like, okay, she's good. She's got a name to herself, and she's got the WWE label slapped on her. That's a big deal coming into Bloodsport. And she knocked that opportunity out of the park. I have not cared about Natalya for well over a decade. She's great. It's unfortunate because she's great. But who cares? Like, she gets pops here and there, but nobody's like, oh my god, it's Natalya. You know? She's got her little fan base, but that's it. And she's over in Canada, I guess. Who cares? And they're basically using TNA right now where they're like, let's get our NXT guys some work with other people over there. I think some of it is is actually scouting TNA talent, because they're like, oh, we can send our TNA guy, or our NXT guys in, or girls, to wrestle the TNA guys or girls, and we'll test them. Like, they knew right away they wanted Jordynne Grace, so that one didn't really take long, but they got her some reps with some WWE and NXT talents before they were like, yeah, let's pull the trigger and just sign her. They seem to be doing that with Moose, where he was taking on Obafemi. TNA is basically like their breeding ground, sort of outside of NXT, where it's more experienced people than you would get in an NXT. They're not homegrown WWE talents, but you can kind of like pick from them, you know? And there are certain people that will never come to WWE again. They're just not made for that. But they could still have a program with somebody from NXT, and it's kind of it's a scratch your back, I'll scratch mine kind of situation. TNA is like, yeah, sure, you can rate our talent here and there. At the same time, you better be sending in your talent for, to make our guys look good and to put us over. Sure. They do that with Progress. I'm sure it'll happen in AAA. Noah, I think Shinsuke lost. I can't remember who the hell he faced. I don't remember off the top of my head. But I think Shinsuke lost. So he went over there to put the guy over. The WWE name means a lot, and it gets these people noticed, because yeah, Shinsuke was trending, but then you're like, oh, who's he facing? Like, obviously I forgot, it's been a while, but it could get eyeballs. And they, like I said, I don't know if they're doing that with Marigold or not, but if they do, it'll be kind of the same effect. And it's a way for WWE to kind of shuffle people around, and it opens up possibilities. I mean, look at Indy Hartwell got released last year by WWE. She worked out, took some time off. I think she worked the indies for a bit. Now she's in TNA, and she's back on TV. She'll probably be working with NXT talent again. So, she's kind of somewhat, sort of working with WWE still, but just they're not paying her. I've wanted a new sort of NWA system for a while. It is, but it isn't, because there's not a committee. There's not there's never going to be let's bring in so-and-so from TNA. He should be the next champ. It is a lot of WWE. On one hand, they can pick the best talent they want from these other places, and you can talk, trash about that all you want and say, oh, that's what Vince did to the territories and whatever. Okay. But at the same time, like this crop of people who just got released, they have partnerships with, WWE's like, look, you're not going to work here anymore. But, so-and-so said they want to hire you. WWE has their tentacles into all this. Or you can get outside of their system and go work for AEW, work for New Japan, work for CMLL, whatever. Lots of possibilities in the future. So I think, in a way, I think this is the closest we're ever going to get to a National Wrestling Alliance ever again. But WWE is the big dog in all of it. And it's kind of like a lower tier system, I think. But it's cool. It's cool to see the TNA champ at WrestleMania. It would be nice to see AJ Styles go back to TNA one more time before he retires. I know everybody's talking about that, but it would be, because that's, you think AJ Styles, you think TNA, you think TNA, you think AJ Styles, so.
This is the main